Hello, welcome back to Kitchen Adventures with Naomi. I'm your host, Naomi, and today we are going to be making these keto healthy keto lasagna rolls, or lasagna with zucchini noodles. So be prepared to have lots of veggies and lots of yummies. It's going to be good. Sneak these in. The kids won't even notice. So here's the picture of the ingredients that I will be using. So, heads up, I don't have all the ingredients, but I did want to make this. I did want to make this anyway, simply because I need leftovers and big lasagna, so this makes leftovers. I thought I would do it. I don't have the onion, which, I mean, whatever. I don't have the Parmesan cheese, mozzarella, but not Parmesan. So it calls for a little bit of Parmesan, so it is what it is. So first things first, I am browning some of the ground beef. Here it is, just browning it, crunching it, getting it all cooked up. You don't want raw meat. So while this is cooking, and you want to make sure when it starts browning up a little bit, that you crush it up really small. Break it up into smaller pieces, because you want a giant bite. I mean, maybe you do, I don't know. I don't like having just a giant bite of like all meat. I'd rather have smaller pieces of meat interspersed throughout my entire lasagna. So you do you. But I like it in smaller bits and pieces. So I just take my spoon and just break it up a little bit while it's cooking. So while it's doing that, we're going to multitask, so hope you can keep up. All right, let me get that. All right, so I'm using my new handy dandy Pampered Chef knife. I brought a few, so I don't know if this is the chef's knife or the something other knife. Okay, so we take our zucchinis. I just chop off, actually I'm just going to chop off one end of it, just a little bit, and then I have my mandolin. Y'all, be careful. If you have one of these and have not used it, or even just as a reminder, the blades are very, very sharp. Experience talking. Alright, so then it has two different settings, a thinner setting and a little bit thicker setting. I'm doing the little bit thicker setting because you don't want it like paper thin and then just have it not work out at all. So you want to do it on the little bit thicker setting. Oh wait, I do need to chop off the top. It's been a minute since I did this, can you tell? So I just chop off both ends. Alright, so that is about how thick. And if you don't have one of these, that's fine. Just do the best you can with your knife to get it as so one side was a little bit thicker. I mean, it is what it is. So then I'm just gonna lay them in here. So you're supposed to, once you slice it, lay it on paper towels with salt and let it sit for 15 minutes doing that. So that the salt in the paper towel will help absorb the moisture so that the zucchini noodles don't sweat as much. I haven't really noticed much success with doing it that way. Honestly, it really doesn't matter to me. So if you want to do it that way, you do it, slice it, have paper towels, sprinkle it with salt, paper towels, and just let it sit there for 15 minutes and then soak up as much of the water as you can. That works. I don't have time. I don't have patience. So I am going to just continue to slice these and then lay them in here, just one layer. And then I'll put the other ones aside. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this, not bore y'all with it. So I have 6 total zucchini that I'm gonna slice then. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, finish browning my meat, and then I'll get. Alrighty, so I have my zucchinis all sliced. I have one layer currently chilling in the pan. So I just kind of laid it and then overlapped it a little bit so there's not, you know, a big huge gap. It doesn't have to be perfect, but that's the first layer. I've got my meat all brown, and then I'm gonna take, okay, so I missed the step where you're supposed to brown the onion in butter. You chop it up, the onion, brown it, and then add the meat, cook it. I didn't have my onion because I made grilled veggies the other day and I used my onions. So there's that. So yes, I skipped a step. I'll include the instructions in the description. So I'm just gonna sprinkle on some garlic, or if you have minced garlic, you can do that. I find I don't use fresh garlic enough to warrant getting it, 'cause I don't want it to go bad. Like, that's just the worst. So I feel like for me, the powdered garlic for some reason has more of a garlicky flavor than the refrigerated minced kind. So that's why I'm using garlic powder. So use garlic powder, some Italian seasoning, a little bit of pepper, a little bit of salt, and I'm just putting this right into the meat. Just right in there. Give it a little bit of a stir. If any of y'all have watched my videos, you know I don't usually measure seasonings. I just kind of toss it in there. Okay, so now I've got that in there. Oh, I guess I should preheat my oven. I tried to delay it as much as possible. Arizona summers, y'all, you want to keep the oven off as long as possible. But preheated at 375. Check. You always want to check and make sure there's nothing in your oven. I don't ever keep things in there, but I know some people store stuff. Okay, so you just use whatever sauce you have. I think it's just one jar. Yeah, it just says one jar. So today I'm using this vodka sauce. You know, we may have gotten this at Aldi's. Hopefully it's not gone bad. I don't know. So you're gonna pour, try not to pop it and make it splash everywhere. You're gonna pour almost the entire jar. Just right on into your meat. Turn it down to low to simmer. Y'all hear that simmer? An amazing sound. Okay. So then you just want to make sure that the sauce and the meat are incorporated well. Giving it a good stir. Okay. So we're going to let that sit on low for a couple of minutes, just to enhance all the flavors, I guess. I don't know. It's what it says to do. It's what it said, okay. I don't know. All right. I just got salt everywhere. Well, we should taste it, I guess. A good chef always tastes so good. Yeah. I don't know if that vodka sauce was the best choice for this. But it's kind of really the only sauce. I had one other one. I didn't feel like using it though. It's fire roasted tomato, which I reckon I should have used because that probably would have been best with this, but meh. The vodka sauce isn't exactly my favorite. So I thought maybe if I, yeah, we heard you itching. Maybe if I used it in the lasagna, it would taste better. So, okay. So now we've got that. We've got this. So now we are going to mix our cottage cheese and egg together. So let me get the bowl up. Hold on just a minute. Okay, so while your meat is simmering, you're gonna take 16 ounces of cottage cheese. I give this to my dogs, so we're stealing their cottage cheese. I was not planning on making this recipe, okay? I wasn't. So you're just gonna put whole thing. Oh, I need a spoon. Whole thing of cottage cheese in here. Okay. So cottage cheese, the egg. Carefully, you don't get shell in here. Okay. So, and then this is where you're supposed to put in some of the Parmesan cheese. But I don't have Parmesan cheese, so we're just going to put a little bit of the mozzarella. Just a little bit. And then it says to whisk this together. It ain't going to whisk. Because, I mean, it's cottage cheese, mozzarella cheese, and an egg. You're not going to whisk that without it getting stuck in all the little prongs. So you're just gonna mix that up together. Boom. That, okay. And then you are going to okay, yes. I just want to make sure I do it in the right order. I mean, it doesn't really matter, but for posterity's sake. Okay, so then you take a little bit of your mozzarella cheese and you sprinkle it on your noodles. Resist the urge to eat some of the cheese. Okay, then you put about a third. So what we're gonna do is I'm going to just kind of cut it. So I know ish how much. Should have used a spoon and not a little spatula thing, but I wanted to break up the meat. Oh well. It is what it is. Okay. Sure, that looks like about a third. I don't know. And then you're gonna put a third of the cottage cheese stuff. Okay. And then you're just gonna kind of spread it over. I mean, just however. It's just gonna get on here and it's all gonna cook together, and then you're just gonna chop it. It's gonna get all mixed up in your stomach anyway. Okay, so just like that. And then this is what I do. So I go one direction with the noodles this way, and then the other direction this way, and then, you know. So just kind of, little baby ones. Lay them here. Yes, this is going to be a longer video. I should have warned you at the beginning. Warning, this will be a longer video. And then kind of fill in all the gaps. So, see? Just like that. Okay, and then we sprinkle a little bit of cheese. Oh, I also only ended up using 4 of my 6 zucchini. So I'll be making zucchini chips in my air fryer later. Don't want them to go to waste, am I right? Okay. For some reason, I have to check the expiration date on this. This smells more vodka-y than normal. I'm just saying. Normally I don't really smell the alcohol at all. Okay. And then some more. You're just gonna layer it, y'all. Just gonna layer it. Just like what we did with the first one, kind of mix it around a little bit. I mean, heck, you could probably even mix your salts and your cottage cheese mix together if you wanted, and then poured it on here. Because that just seems like it would kind of save a little bit extra time, right? I mean, shortcuts. Okay. So then we just go, because we went this way, then this way, and now we're going to go this way again. And hopefully I'll have enough noodles. You know, I don't think I will. Alright, so I'm going to cut up. Yeah, I won't. Alright, so 2 shakes of a lamb stand. I'm going to chop up 1 more zucchini. Okay, 2 seconds. We're good now. Okay. Oh, cheese. Don't get scatterbrained like me. Forget. I feel like I'm very scattered this morning and I'm not sure why. So sorry if this video isn't up to snuff. I'm like just kind of all over the place. It's just one of those days. It's Monday. I don't know what day you're going to watch this, but it's Monday for me, so. Okay. So then we pour that on there. And we pour this on there. Ooh, oven's ready. You know, I need to see if I'm supposed to add another layer of zucchini on top of this. I don't know what the top layer is going to be. So we're going to put this here. So it wasn't exactly a third. This one's looking a little wimpy, but okay. No big deal. That's the fun thing about cooking. Well, when you're cooking for like yourself or your family or, you know, friends, like, meh, it is what it is. If you're a professional chef, I would highly suggest don't watch my videos. I mean, unless you want to, because it's funny or whatever. You want to be like, that girl and her technique, oh my gosh. You know, lots of mindless entertainment. Okay. I do not have professional tips and tricks. I'm not a professional. Okay. So then, it's a 2-pager. It's pretty long. All right. Add last layer zucchini noodles to the top of the lasagna. Sprinkle the remaining. Oh, that's where the last of the sauce comes in. Oh, and then top. Oh, okay. So, just kidding, I will be using all 6 zucchini. I didn't know. didn't know. But now we do, so I'm gonna fix that. And now I need to cut up this last one. Okay. Alrighty, there's our last layer. So then, I don't know if I saved enough sauce. So we just pour the sauce on top. Like so. And then just kind of spread it around. You want to make sure you at least coat all the edges of the zucchini so it has some moisture on there. Okay. Spread it around like that. All right. And then, believe it or not, I have actually made this before. I've made this several times before. I just kind of get some of the ingredients together and then just kind of do my own thing. And I mean, it's always good. So that's why I don't really know what I'm doing. Ish. Because I'm so used to just doing my own thing. The ingredients are just kind of a guideline for what I do. So then you just top it with the remaining cheese. I don't see how they call this healthy. I mean, I put a whole freaking bag of cheese on here. I don't know. Okay. There. Okay. So then, I don't think we cover it. You bake uncovered for 30 minutes at 375. Done. Okay, I'll see y'all. Okay, so it's been 30 minutes. I checked it. It's looking really good, so let me pull it out. Whew. Yum. All right. So they say to let it sit for 30 minutes to an hour. The longer it sits, the less watery it's gonna be. I don't really know if that's true or not. I don't know. But I'm going to let it sit. I'm gonna put it on a little hot holder. It's not sitting on the hot oven. I'll just let it go. Look at this, guys. Look at that. Ooh, that just looks so delicious. Okay, so that's the keto lasagna with zucchini noodles. I hope you guys enjoyed our fun adventures, and thanks for joining along. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on any other fun times we have on Kitchen Adventures with Naomi. I'll see y'all next time. Bye.